before we begin, I'd like to invite you to just close your eyes. Now, imagine what you did right after you woke up this morning. What did your morning routine consist of? Did you start a pot of coffee, brush your teeth, wash your face maybe? Did you lay out your clothes for the day? Did you scramble an egg, or did you grab a granola bar as you ran out the door? Did you grab your backpack or your briefcase as you went? Open your eyes. These are all things that we do to prepare for our day. These are all things that we do to get ready for the challenges that might face us. Unfortunately, this is not the case for many children across our country. Children wake up and they share a toothbrush with their siblings. They put on a threadbare hand-me-down t-shirt and they walk out the door with an empty stomach. And then they are expected to perform at this exact same level as their classmates. My name is Caitlyn and I've been working with Care to Learn since 2009. I work to coordinate efforts with corporate sponsors and with partners like the Jolie Pitt Foundation. Today I'm here to tell you how TOMS can work to help improve a child's life by partnering with us to create a limited edition shoe design that a portion of the profits would go towards helping with the health, hygiene, and hunger that distracts children from their education. I will be discussing what Care to Learn does, how the missions of our organizations fit together, and then how our partnership will be mutually beneficial. So, what do we do? According to the Ozark City data, 23% of children are born under the poverty line in the Ozarks. Care to Learn works with teachers, principals, nurses, counselors, staff, and bus drivers all over the Ozarks to identify students in need, whether that might be health, hunger, or hygiene needs. We work as soon as a child is identified. We work immediately and discreetly to meet their needs. Remaining discreet is one of our big concerns because we want for children to escape the embarrassment and pain that might come from these needs not being met and might distract them from their education and in many cases cause them to drop out. It is estimated that every child that drops out of school can cost $250,000 in social costs, whether that's welfare or incarceration or what have you. In the 2011-2012 school year alone, Care to Learn prevented 100 students from dropping out of school. If you calculate this, it's $25 million in savings. Of course, saving money is not our motivation in what we do. Care to Learn provides help on an individual basis to children to meet their unique needs. Whether it's a toothbrush or maybe deodorant or just a hot meal, maybe breakfast in the morning, shoes, clothing, medical care, even a ride to school if they need it. On occasion, we provide bus passes, or if worse comes to worse, we've sent taxis every single day to pick a child up from their house and bring them to school. Things as simple as a child not having socks when it's cold outside, or a girl not having access to feminine products can greatly contribute to absenteeism from school. Because poverty in the Ozarks is predominantly unseen, we rely on teachers and staff to identify students that may not have school supplies they need, or maybe they show up at the bus stop shivering every morning because they don't have a coat, or we had a case of two siblings sharing a pair of duct tape tennis shoes whenever one of them had gym class. So it's in cases like these that teachers would contact us and we would get involved. We feel strongly that everyone has the right to an education and should not suffer physically or emotionally due to a lack of food, medical care, or hygiene care. So why am I asking TOMS for your help? The mission of TOMS is fundamentally the same as the mission of Care to Learn. According to the TOMS Giving Report from last year, I quote, "Children who are healthy are more likely to be successful students, and access to education is a critical determinant of long-term success." In the Ozarks, the poverty rate for a high school graduate is only 13%. poverty rate for people that do not graduate high school and do not get a high school degree or a GED is 35%. That's a significant increase. If we can meet these children's needs now and encourage them to stay in school until they graduate high school and possibly go on to college, we can significantly decrease the future poverty rates of the Ozarks. And decreasing poverty worldwide is a mutual goal between TOMS and Care to Learn. According to your giving report, the process for giving that you detail in your report, step 1 would be to establish partnerships with humanitarian organizations in areas. And then step 2 would be to identify communities that would most benefit from TOMS shoes due to economic, health, or educational needs. This is exactly what you would be doing if you partnered with Care to Learn. We would be the humanitarian organization that you would partner with, and we would be the ones that would be helping with identifying the needs and stuff that need to be met. It would be exactly the same, except that instead of donating a pair of shoes to a child every time a pair of TOMS shoes are purchased by a customer, you would instead take the funds that you would get, that you would normally use to send those shoes to a child, and you would instead donate them to our organization so that we can fulfill the individual needs of a student. This is not a drastic or radical new idea. Recently, TOMS partnered with the Africa Outreach Program and worked with Charlie Theron, who works with this company, or this organization, and you did the exact same thing. You created this exclusive design with the Africa Outreach Program's logo on the shoe, and then the profits from, a portion of the profits from this shoe went to helping children in Africa that are suffering from HIV and AIDS. So with the same concept in mind, what I'm proposing is that we create a shoe design that would incorporate our company's logo, which is an abstract design of a handprint, or a child's handprint, which would represent the children that the shoe would be benefiting. Our team also thought about doing rainbow colors, just to, it would be fun. I'm sorry. So this would be representing the children that the shoe would be benefiting. And then with a little help from our founder's brother, our founder's name is Doug Pitt and his brother is Brad Pitt. With a little help from him, we hope to really raise awareness for y'all and really help to bring attention to this cause. I think that then you would receive the profits you would normally would from a pair of shoes that's purchased from TOMS, and then you would take the money that you would use normally to produce and ship that pair of shoes to a child in need. Instead, you would take those funds and donate them to us, and we would decide how they need to be used, because we're the ones that would be contacted about who's in need. And that way we could continue to serve the ever-expanding list of needs that our children seem to have in our community. So to summarize, I'm proposing that TOMS partners with Care to Learn to create an exclusive shoe design that would benefit the hunger, health, and hygiene needs of the poverty-stricken children in the Ozarks. Because our organizations share a belief that education is fundamental to a successful future and for them to escape poverty. So thank you very much for meeting with me today. And at this time, I can take any questions you might have about my proposition.